All right, hello and welcome everyone to this match of the Super Metroid Rando League. We've got a really exciting one here, and I'm joined by Polar Bear Bunny.
Hey, Glove, and hey, everyone. Hope everyone is doing great. This is just the second match of the entire league, so we've got 7 weeks of absolute greatness coming at you.
Absolutely. And for today's match, we have Komaru and Ploff27 on the left versus Mr. Guy Average and Saffron on the right.
Yeah, this is actually one of the cross division matches this week. Um, catJAMMERS being part of the Ancient Chozo division, and Team Pro Gamer Girls and Komaru on the Mission Rescue division.
Absolutely. And we've got some very skilled players here. Um, I believe what Ploff has done Rando League before.
Yes, Ploff
Yes.
was definitely in season 2 of the Rando League. I don't think anyone else has been in the league before.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. However, Guy Average and Saffron are both very accomplished in other forms of the game, and are currently holding some pretty nice records coming out of the Super Metroid Randomizer Accessible Tournament Swiss that just finished like a week ago. Guy Average ended 4-3, and Saffron ended 5-2. So we've got some really skilled players here.
Alright, the gate has been dropped, and here we go. So, we're going to talk about this format a little bit. So, there's one team on the left and one team on the right, and player 1 for each team will be on the top screen, and player 2 for each team will be on the bottom screen. And this is multi-world. Clove, do you want to explain what a multi-world is?
Absolutely. So, multi-world, much like a standard randomizer, has all of the items shuffled around. This is a major-minor split, so E-tanks and, I like to say, named items are all shuffled within themselves, and missiles, super missiles, and power bombs are shuffled within themselves. However, the twist of multi-world is that you can find your teammates' items and they can find yours. So it's possible, say, Ploff finds Komaru's morph ball here at the pedestal, and then Komaru has morph ball.
Looks like each their own morphing ball this time. Kind of boring, but okay.
Yeah. I'm sure we won't see that pattern continue. And we see a bit of a deviation in strategy here between whether you want to check alpha missiles first or afterward. It's not a huge deal. I think checking it later can save a little bit of time because you don't have to deal with like doing the down back strat.
Yeah, all of those early missile checks being power bombs for everyone. So everyone having power bombs coming out of this beginning, which is really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, power bombs means they'll have access to a lot of miners checks early on throughout this race. We can see Guy Average going for one right here. Just a missile pack, unfortunately.
Fluff actually ran right up the elevator. She didn't even check this missile item over there, but just a missile, not supers.
Mm-hmm.
Generally, people don't take the back route out of Blue Bryn without supers. You can. It's a little bit risky because you might not find supers and might not be able to check some of the pink Bryn items.
Yeah, it can definitely be really scary to do. Yeah. Anytime you do find power bombs and supers, I think meme route can be really cool, especially within something like multi-world, where I feel like wrecked ship is a little bit more valuable because you're probably going to be checking almost every major item location at some point.
Yep, exactly. And You might have noticed in the multi-world setting there is no item fanfare, so picking up extra things doesn't really hurt you or your partner.
Yeah, and that's honestly pretty big. I think that makes supers a lot better in multi-world, even if you have a fairly nice beam combination with charge. I think with nearly no item fanfare here, it generally makes sense to like face check items or to run directly into them without seeing what they are first.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're seeing an early gauntlet here from Guy Average, I think, or maybe just a refill.
Yeah, it's kind of a quirk of multi-world. If he were to go through Gauntlet, he only has 5 power bombs, but if he were to find something good for Saffron, he could actually reset and Saffron won't lose the item. And it kind of
Yeah.
looks like that's what he's doing.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I know. I was actually talking to Guy yesterday, and he did talk about the possibility of doing something like Brinstar Skip in multi-world if you feel like your opponent, like maybe you need to make a gamble or something. That might not be what we're seeing here, but this gauntlet check will be interesting no matter what. I think absolute worst case would be Guy finds something like his own Varia suit, where he
Exactly.
just can't get it.
Oh, space jump for player 1 at their own Terminator. Oh, was that Varia for Saffron?
I think those
Gauntlet?
bombs.
Oh, less
Yeah.
exciting then.
Yeah, bombs are still really nice, especially while we still only have 5 power bombs per player.
I need to figure out how to make this bigger.
You can, or in Discord, you can do a pop out, and then that'll be like full screen.
Oh yeah, that's much better. Alright, so yeah, so you saw there kind of, if you were paying attention to Saffron's screen, he reset, but he got the message again that he's got those bombs from Guy Average, so kind of weird things about how multi-world works. You will, if you reset or die, you will retain the items that your partner had gotten you in the meantime. You'll just lose the items that you got for yourself.
Yeah, I have gotten an unfortunate death like 15 minutes into a seed, and you just sit at the ship and you get item fanfare after item fanfare.
Exactly. So, player 1 already outfitted with high jump and space jump. Those are wonderful movement items. Don't have to worry about a way to get up worse from in the game later. And just space jump's a great item.
Absolutely. And that screw attack that player 2 has will make a lot of rooms, for example, this Wavegate room that Ploff is entering right now, a lot more trivial. Especially once we get to lower Norfair, it can be huge. Like, we'll see a lot of people who feel comfortable doing Varia only lower Norfair with something like Screw Attack or Plasma, but maybe not with other loadouts. And that speed booster's really nice.
Yeah, very nice. And she got the gate glitch on her first try. She can now check Waterway.
Very nice.
So
Yeah,
I
speed.
don't...
Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say, Saffron didn't have any supers yet, but he just found some.
Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, so Speed Booster is really nice because it gives our runners a way to access the access Batoon through the Metroid hallway. Ideally, you need either speed or ice. You can do something that's known as the Crystal Flash Clip, but that's very precise, and not everybody necessarily knows it, and it's certainly not within logic for Rando League.
Indeed, yeah. Ice Clip is in Logic, as well as
Mhm.
that Wavegate glitch. It is in Logic for the Rando League.
Oh, that's really cool. I've never seen somebody shine spark out of waterway like that.
That's actually really smart, because walking on the bottom without gravity suit is very slow.
Yeah. Oh, it's slower. Canadian Owl, why do you have to ruin our dreams? It looked so cool.
I don't believe him. Get out of here, Al. Oh, Mr. Guy Average's Wavegate was just Spazer. We saw that on Komaru's side. Okay, Komaru going downward. We'll see which way Ploff decides to go.
Hmm. Yeah, and the space jump will make X-ray check very easy. Even though Saffron does not have space jump yet, I would not be surprised to see an X-ray check from him. He has been grinding out that X-ray D-boost.
Indeed. You have to be very careful. The spikes do 60 damage
Hmm.
with no suits.
Yeah. He has bombs, so he would be able to recover if he fell at the end, but it would be very tight.
And Komaru finds his own energy tank, which is pretty lucky. He was pretty low on health there.
Yeah, space jump with no screw can actually be like deceptively annoying to do X-ray with. Yeah, I believe you're right, Eden. I don't think the D-boost is in logic, but with something like bombs, that puts it in logic with a certain number of E-tanks, I think.
Yeah, I believe so as well.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do X-ray room without having anything. You don't even need a single E-tank, but that is really slow to exit because you have to wait for the waivers to come back.
It's a good time. Don't
Hmm.
recommend. Ploff headed down as well. Alright, so we can see
Interesting.
Guy Average could do something where he just checks his X-ray and then goes right back up to the wreck ship if he wanted to. That's a
Yeah,
play
I
that
wouldn't
I
be
call.
surprised because it's like not that much of a loss on time, and you get an extra item check in there.
Oh,
The
looks like that is what
downside,
he's doing.
yeah, like the downside is if like you're already in go mode or something, but I don't really see that being an issue at this stage, especially in multi-world.
Oh, he did the really swag red tower strat where he...
That was
Does
so
that have a
cool.
name? Does it have a name? I don't know if it does.
I don't know of the name.
You shoot the block and go through it at the same time because you're just good.
Yeah. Yeah, Guy Average is good at this game. He's currently working on a 43-minute any percent old route.
Saffron is also going up, so we have Team Pro Gamer Girls and Komaru both going down towards Kraid, and Saffron and Mr. Guy Average going up towards Fantoon. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah. So I think we're in a position where this is very likely to make a huge difference for one of our runners, or pairs of runners rather. It's unlikely that neither of them find anything.
Our poor tracker, Cheaty Face 4, is gonna have a terrible time with this, I think.
Yeah.
Everybody going different ways.
Yeah, big ups to him though. Tracking this is not easy.
Yeah, absolutely. Trackers are the hardest workers in all of this.
We see an unfortunate crate stand up there.
Silly Kraid, you don't belong here.
Yeah. And as we saw there, getting crate stand up actually isn't an enormous time loss. It's very rare that that by itself will be the difference maker in something like a randomizer. Ooh, and we find a spring ball behind Kraid there.
Ooh.
Now, it's kind of unfortunate that it went to the player that already has space jump.
Ploff did
It
find
doesn't
her
matter
own
now
high
because we
jump,
have
though.
high jump boots. Yeah, so that's worse from the game access. Or does player 2 already have spring ball?
I don't know.
I must have missed that. Or at least Ploff.
Where would she have gotten it? I don't know. Where?
Oh, the other spring ball was at Spazer.
Oh,
That makes
it's
sense.
Razor.
That would
Okay.
explain why Saffron doesn't have it. Interesting.
That would explain that. Alright. Mr. Guy Average on his Fantoon fight. Not really in danger here with 6 E-tanks. But Fantoon does hit pretty hard if you are low on health. 40 damage with no suits.
Yeah. And it's a little bit sad that Mr. Guy Average doesn't have a charge beam here. I feel confident saying that Guy Average is maybe one of the best in the world at X-Factoring Fantoon. So we're just going with normal Doppler strats here.
Getting the synchronized high jump area out of just a reserve tank for Komaru. Let's see what Ploff's high jump boots has. We need a suit. We haven't seen a suit yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I want.
there it is.
Interesting.
Ask and you shall receive. So her own gravity. So Saffron will be a minute before he gets that.
Yeah, so now Ploff has choices here. She can continue and do hell runs, or she can just exit, go back up the elevator, and go into Meridia and see what that has to offer. With that speed, she can full clear Meridia.
Yeah, I think if it were me, I would do exactly what she's doing. I'd probably check out Ice and then go back up to Meridia.
Yeah. Yeah, Ice is a fairly slow check to make. However, in a situation like this, in Major Minors and Multi-World, it's quick enough that you'll always want to make it, and it's right there, so you might as well.
Plasma for Saffron in Guy Average's wreck ship.
Interesting. That Plasma is really nice. Like, with Plasma and Screw, Lower Norfair is going to be really cozy for Saffron.
So the suits in this randomizer, Gravity does not offer any heat protection or any environmental protection at all in this version of the randomizer. Next week, though, the Dash randomizer will be featured and will provide a little bit of heat resistance. So that's next week. Right now, Gravity is just for water movement, pretty much, and enemy damage. Well, Komaru is gonna go for some hell runs.
Yeah, at this point, I think if you're this far into Norfair and you don't have anything hinting somewhere else, you might as well. Like, with Space Jump, the hell runs are much nicer. As you can see, Komaru is just gonna fly through this last hell run room here.
And Guy Average picks up the phaser for Saffron and forces Saffron to turn it off. He did that. He stopped. He did that on purpose. That's not nice.
Yeah, Guy already has his phaser, so he knew it was Saffron's.
He knew what he was doing. Meanwhile, Ploff found Komaru's ice beam at Mama Turtle, which is a Meridia option if Suitless Meridia comes into play for Komaru.
I believe Total's randomizer requires high jump for Suitless Meridia, which is honestly an absolute godsend. High jumpless Meridia is miserable.
Yeah, no thank you for that. So yeah.
But yeah,
Komaru could do Suitless Meridia now. Got ice,
yeah, Komaru has everything for it.
Spring ball, grapple, space jump. What else do you need? Do it, Komaru.
Plasma arguably makes it easier, arguably makes it harder. That's literally it, I think. Yes, to answer a question in chat, the people in this race are not sharing items, but they can find items for each other. So, like, for example, we saw Guy Average found Saffron's Spazer just a moment ago, and then Saffron received that Spazer in his run.
So just an E-Tank at Player 1's Wreck Ship Reserve, so Guy Average not having speed will not hurt them here.
Mm-hmm.
So Ploff is going to farm up. She's going to go take on Batoon. Batoon takes exactly 10 supers, and it is kind of a common place to softlock if you aren't careful with your ammo and you don't have charge beam.
Now the save, presumably, I wonder if Ploff is checking sandpits here. You will... Okay, no, just a save before Batoon. I like this. Like, if you don't feel comfortable, like, I always say, if there's any situation like you've never done in practice before, be sure to save if you have to do it in rando.
Exactly. And hitting Batoon with regular missiles is actually really hard. So
Absolutely. It's a very confusing hitbox. So, did Wrecked Ship have any progression items? Because it had that plasma beam, which is nice to have, but not really what you're looking for.
I don't know that Safi pre-checked this item. Oh, Komaru found Ploff's ice beam.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, if you have speed booster, I kind of like not checking Wreck Ship Reserve beforehand. It gets you another minor check along the way as well, which is nice.
And just a vanilla reserve, I guess. We'll see what's at Player 2's gravity here in a second. Ugh, just an E-Tank. So I think only thing worthwhile was plasma for Player 2.
Yeah.
Spazer.
That's really gonna hurt catJAMMERS.
That does hurt.
Yeah, so it's seeming like go down to Norfair, get that gravity suit for Player 2, and go into Meridian might be the play here.
Yeah, as long as Ploff and Komaru find things to drag them away from going back to the wreck ship, they're in a really good position.
Yeah. What that also means is that Player 2 needs to find something for Player 1, either here in Meridia or through Norfair Hell runs. Because Player 2 has a lot of ammo, some nice movement items, but really not much else.
Yeah, exactly. And after this check that Komaru's doing, I think his only option left down here is going to be the Krokmeyer check. So if we don't find his Varia soon, he might end up going back up to the wreck ship. Space jump for Bluff. Very nice.
Well, of course, you get space jump when you're fighting Dragon, right?
Exactly.
That's how Super Metroid works.
Yeah, for anyone just joining, this is 2 vs 2 multi-world, so one team on the left side, Team Pro Gamer Girls, and one team on the right, the catJAMMERS. And Player 1 is on the top, Player 2 for each team is on the bottom.
Hopefully Dragon plays nicely for Ploff here. It's getting a little bit close on health. Okay, Ploff is fine. Yeah, two more spankings from Dragon, and Ploff would have just had to drop.
So in the games, you can find your own items, or you can find your opponent's items. So you could have 2 spring balls in your game, one for each of you. it's not divided in any way like that. It's completely random.
Yeah, last night for example, I was doing a 3-player multi-world where I had 2 Varias at high jump boots. So you can find some really interesting item spreads. You can find somebody's gravity in Lower Norfair. Like, I think that's what can make it really interesting. You can find other players' items in locations that wouldn't normally be in logic to ever find that item.
Oh,
Obviously,
there's
yeah,
Komaru's Varia. A croc. Always been a croc.
interesting. So we could possibly see Guy Average delay that for a bit. Like, I would expect him to check Croc basically last location. Trying to think. So they've checked Gauntlet. Guy hasn't checked Waterway, but he won't be able to before checking Croc unless something else happens. So yeah, he could very well last location that Varia.
So we're just looking for player 1's gravity. And then I guess aside from ammo or charge, Team Pro Gamer Girl's almost in go mode. So Komaru is headed straight for Lower Norfair after picking up the Varia. He didn't even check grapple beam location.
Interesting.
So he's gonna perform a lava dive here, which is
Very nicely
perfectly in
done.
logic. Yeah, very nice. So just high jump and Varia, all you need to get into Lower Norfair in this randomizer.
Yeah, Lava Dive is one of those tricks that can take a while to get used to, but once you've sort of felt it out, players will often feel very comfortable going for it. Especially in something like this randomizer, where environmental damage is actually half what it normally would be, which means that you take damage from the lava half as quickly as you normally would.
And Komaru also doing a really nice job at the gate glitch there. Much faster way to get to this item than going around and fighting Golden Chorizo.
I'm kind of surprised at this decision to skip Grapple Beam but check GT.
If Komaru really needs to, like, if they don't have much left when he's done with Lower Norfair, he can always get back to Grapple and not lose that much time. I think the idea here is just, since he's got to go fight Ridley anyway, just kind of hoping that it's down here instead of there.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you're in a situation where your gravity's at GT, you're doing Suitless Meridian at that point. If you didn't check it the first time through.
Yeah. And in addition to gravity, they both at this point definitely need charge beam. Or quite a bit more ammo. Pluff? Does Pluff only have 20 supers?
That's correct.
Can I read? Can't read.
Yeah, you can see some really interesting situations in multi-world where, like, one player just has all the ammo in the world, and the other's like, I still have 5 supers.
Yep. That's kind of how these multi-worlds are. It's like one person gets everything and the other person gets nothing, and it has an awful time. We'll see if Komaru checks out the Fire Flea item before going to Ridley, because I'm curious. Oh, he is. Nice.
Yeah. This is not a huge time loss versus checking it afterwards. It's basically a little bit more than one door transition of time loss. Or 2, rather. So if you don't feel comfortable, like let's say Komaru finds plasma or something here, that could be really big. Unfortunately, it wasn't anything.
Yeah, even his own screw attack would have been helpful.
Yeah. Oh, screw attack makes Lower Norfair so much nicer.
Yeah, you don't really have to worry about anything when you have screw attack. It's very nice. Saffron is gonna check out his croc. Wait, was that? We haven't seen player 2's Crocomire yet, right?
Correct. Yeah, but here with that room that Komaru just went through is another place that it's really nice to have screw attack or plasma or something. Even if you've run something like New Route, you might be used to using the Deskiga like RNG manipulation strat. That's a lot harder to do if you just have power bombs.
Yeah, that room's really dangerous.
Yeah.
Saffron is being wild. He is going into Lord Orfair with no Varia. And just to reiterate, gravity does not provide any heat protection in this randomizer.
This yeah, this is an interesting decision.
Where were the Varias? Why can't I remember? So, Komaro's own was at his croc. So, Mr. Guy already good. Where was Saffron's Varia?
Was it in Meridia? It was Botswoon. Okay.
Okay. Thanks, chat and tracker. So
Saffron will 100% get it. It's just a question of how soon.
not for a while.
Yeah. Did Guy skip high jump boots? Or no, that's where the one gravity was. So
Yeah, that's Saffron's gravity. The thing is, so they don't know it, obviously, but Mr. Guy Average's Varia could be in Saffron's Lower Norfair. However, it's not. So, I don't know. This play is just crazy. I don't know what else to say.
If you can pull it off, I see the appeal of it. And so far, Saffron's doing fine. Like,
I know he's had a lot of practice.
Yeah, I would feel a lot more comfortable actually if he had 45 supers instead of 40. What he could do, what Saffron could do, is he could do something like open the fight with 6 missiles, then 30 supers to Ridley, or 29 supers to Ridley, and then he can still Crystal Flash with that ammo.
Alright, Mr. Guy Average is on the right track for his own Varia here. We'll see if he chooses to also skip the grapple item. And still no sign of charge anywhere.
Yeah, so I think the really awkward thing about this play from Saffron, because in something like a single player randomizer, I like this play a fair bit if you can pull it off. But what makes it kind of awkward is Mr. Guy Average is nowhere near go mode. He doesn't have anything for Suitless Meridia besides high jump boots and spring ball. So I think he could technically Suitless Meridia with this loadout, but it would be gross.
Yeah,
You would have to like double spring ball jump up Everest, I think.
Yeah, and something like this, like major minor, I think especially like it's not really worth doing something like that, especially if it's gonna take you a long time to do.
Yeah.
Alright, Saffron gonna enter the farm. See how this goes for him. I've noted now that he can do this. It's just like, and then also with the multi-world aspect, like, for one thing in Randomizer, you might not get an E-Tank behind Ridley, but doubly so, whatever it is back there might not even be yours. So
yeah.
if it were to help you, it might, yeah, it might not.
Yeah, and Komaru makes it out of Lower Norfair. It was a little bit scary at the end. 3 Musketeers takes lives. With only Varia suit, those key hunters deal 100. Now this is a bold strategy. Saffron wants to maximize health by crystal flashing right beforehand. So he cannot crystal flash afterwards. You don't want to open the fight with a hit. The nice thing about screw attack is if you get hit while you're screw attacking, it can only be by the tail, which doesn't do as much damage as Ridley's body.
So he has it down, and he wants good super drops here from Ridley, like almost to 10 at least. I guess, I don't know, I can't read that number. 6 maybe? And his guy averages screw attack. He's got a good amount of health still, though, so yeah, Saffron.
Yeah, Saffron's fine.
Is A-okay. Oh, guy average did check grapple. I didn't see what it was, though.
Yeah, I missed it.
Oh, and see, yeah, Komaru's going back for it. Okay.
Oh, is Plasma at grapple. That's going to be really nice to have, but until we find Charge Beam, it means nothing, effectively. For Guy Average, it's nice because he's going into Lower Norfair. Although, already having Screw Attack, it's not as big of a deal.
Pretty clutch super pack up there, Indiana Jones for Ploff, putting her at 30, which is the magic number of supers you need for Ridley. Could always supplement with missiles or power bombs against Ridley, but that is slower.
Yeah, the big thing is Ridley is weak to supers, so you need 6 missiles for every super you miss here. Yep. So the most important thing for Ploff is not missing supers like that.
Alright, Saffron has got enough for Crystal Flash. I think he should be able to... Okay, he's gonna do it right there. Screw Attack coming in very handy for him.
Yeah, Screw Attack is such a nice item to have.
And then Ploff finding Komaru's Screw Attack now that he's out of Lower Norfair.
Yeah, Saffron has an easy escape here now. I'm not saying nothing, I'm not saying nothing can go wrong, but at this point with this much health, you're feeling fine.
So after all of this, where can Player 1's Gravity be? Player 2's Shack Tool? Player 2's Plasma? Are those the only places we haven't seen?
I'm trying to think. That might be. Yeah, how often do you see the Gravity at Shack Tool?
Gravity at Shack Tool. Ugh. Yeah, I guess that's true. Neither player 1 has been to Meridia, so
yeah, with that ice beam that player with that ice beam Komaru has, Suitless Meridia is in Logic now. between Ice Beam, High Jump Boots, and Spring Ball.
Yep. Grapple gets you across Mount Everest. So yeah, he could check Mama Turtle, the Sand Pit, or Batu, and it's all completely in logic for him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that fun though. So he's going up to the wrecked ship, so he's gonna expend a lot of time here. If Mr. Guy Average decides to... He's missing his ice, but Saffron is going to Meridian now. So he'll get that. So if Mr. Guy Average decides to go to Meridian right away after this, which is kind of his only option, it could give him a little bit of a lead on Komaru.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I absolutely do not think this race is decided yet.
I don't either. Jeez.
What happened there on Saffron's screen? Did that super... Did it do the weird thing where it like clips through the door?
I didn't see it, but many a time I've shot a super there and it didn't work.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just barely too early shooting it, so it looks like it hits, but that game doesn't. Game says no.
Yeah. Yeah. And with that space jump across, wrecked ship access is very cozy.
Yeah, absolutely. Saffron 5545 has a little bit more ammo than Ploff, but not much and not enough for Mother Brain.
Mm-hmm.
So someone still wants their charge, and I think the top two players have... What? I can't.
So
I
Guy
can't read the
Average, Guy Average has beat the game ammo. Komaru does not. Like Guy Average has beat the game ammo and can miss like 15 supers or something absurd.
Does he have an 80?
Yeah.
Is that an 80? Oh, when did that happen? What the heck? Okay.
Yeah, because he'll need to use all of his missiles plus 2 supers on tank.
Right, double croc on the bottom. Always bet on croc.
He's your fun pal who's great to be with.
He is great.
And it feels pretty bad having that plasma but no charge here.
Yep, the charge plasma is a one-shot croc.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes a two-shot, but usually a one-shot.
Yeah. I think you always can make it a one-shot. It's just weird with timing or something.
Yep. And then Komaru also without charge can't microwave Fantoon, sadly.
Oh, and a beautiful... Oh, Saffron drops the speed keep. It doesn't do anything for you, but it looks so nice. Yeah, you can get a spike suit at Croc, but it has limited applicability in Randomizer. Oh, and the rich get richer with those super missiles for Guy Average.
This is how the first match of the Rando League went earlier. Just kind of a hunt for ammo, and then the ammo just kept going to the wrong person.
Yeah, that's where it can get really weird. Like, you can see somebody's in full go mode, and they're still checking minor item locations.
Oh, there was gravity! At this place. Grapple beam. Well, so that's go mode for Guy Average.
Yep, and Saffron's in ammo mode at this point.
Yep. Saffron and Ploff just need enough ammo to kill Mother Brain for them to finish the seed. Oh, it's super close.
Yeah,
It's scary
mhm.
close.
The only considerations Saffron needs to make is he needs to remember he doesn't have Varia when he's damaging down for Mother Brain.
That is a very good point. Varia is the only thing that actually protects from the rainbow beam, so when you see
Hmm.
it only take away 3 tanks, that's because you have Varia. Otherwise, it'll be 6 tanks.
Yep, and if I'm not mistaken, then Varia also protects you from getting hit by Mother Brain's body. Uh, I believe that's how it still works in this suit balancing.
Um, I don't know that I've ever heard that. I think gravity is the max protection against any kind of boss damage, but other
Hmm.
than rainbow beam. But just because I haven't heard it doesn't mean it's not true.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's possible that Safi's Varia still gets found. Like, Mama Turtle isn't awful for Guy to check because it's one minor location and it could be Safi's charge beam.
And Komaru saves a few minutes by not doing the top of our ship, which I think is a really smart call.
Alright, well, Guy is not checking Mama Turtle.
Fluff is on her way to her last boss.
I'm just a little bit surprised. Actually, wait, what's MGA doing here?
He doesn't know.
Oh, he's setting up for Crystal Flash Clip.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
Saffron's gonna
he's
find
got
his ice beam right now. He's gonna be all damaged
so
down
good.
and he's gonna get his eyes. Don't get it. After what he did to you, Saffron, don't do it. Oh, come on, Saffron. Saffron has too big of a heart. I would have been like, you grabbed my spacer when you knew I had plasma. Heck you.
Yeah. Yeah, if Ice Beam didn't save a crap load of time in Turian, I wouldn't grab it.
Oh, Miss
Come
Cash
on.
kills the Metroid.
No! Do the Crystal Flash Clip for the fans.
Yeah,
Oh.
do it anyway. So we're like, ooh, we're pretty much synced on the top. That's exciting. Yeah. And then Ploff and Saffron are both going to their final boss. Still not enough ammo though.
Yeah. Crystal Flash Clip with bombs is still the nicest way to do CF Clip. I believe it's a 2-frame window for the bomb lay.
More ammo that's for Guy Average and not for Saffron.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think here. Ploff just about has beat the game ammo.
Yeah,
Like, I think 2 more missile packs or 1 more super pack would do it.
Yeah. There's another missile. See if Komaru finds that precious missiles here. I don't remember what it was. Never mind, he's not checking.
Yeah, I think Ploff needs one more ammo pack, and as long as it's not power bombs, Plov is in go mode. What is... How much does Saffron need? So... 15 supers. That's 45 or 45 missiles. Just a little bit.
Yeah, he needs at least 3 of something.
Oh, two supers would do it for sure, yeah. At that point, yeah, there's Varia.
Pick up his Varia. He should pick it up, because what if he does forget? He does have a lot of E-tanks, though, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think here you skip it and hope that you'll find Charge Beam.
I guess theoretically, if he has 3 reserves, he'll be okay.
Yeah.
If he damages down too much on accident.
Alright, and what is that precious?
That is his own missile, so that's good.
So 45. So we need to see, from Saffron, we need to see 4 more missile packs, 1 missile pack and 1 super pack, or 2 supers. Those would all do it.
So close to having all the bosses down for everyone. Saffron is gonna be finishing off Dragon here. If he can get a good... Yeah, doing the grapple kill on Dragon on the right side, I don't ever try it. It doesn't quite work out the same.
Yeah, you have to be lined up with it, and also you have to damage yourself down, or not damage yourself down, you have to get gooed a little bit earlier, because otherwise Dragon will just ignore you.
How rude.
Yeah. Yeah, like you see what just happened to Saffron there.
Yeah. We got a sandpit check from Komaru, while MGA pulls off a very nice snail clip. Find some supers for Saffron. That is really good. So does Saffron have 60 now? No, 50. It's a 50.
Yeah, so 10, so 30 more. 1 missile short with refills.
So we have like both charge beams at both Shack Tools or something.
Yeah, so at this point, Saffron needs to find an ammo pack. Ooh, unfortunate bonk there, just on the corner. That really feels bad to mess up reverse full halfy after you've carried blue suit all the way there. You can't dash while you have blue suit, or you just lose it. So that was actually a fairly significant time loss for Saffron.
Pluff is setting up to check Gauntlet and or the Criteria Powerbomb's location. Yep, Criteria Powerbombs. Because even if you have technically enough, it does benefit you if you can find like another super. It'll help out a lot.
Yeah, I like to think of it as sort of like there being 3 stages of go mode for ammo. There's like technically go mode, there's go mode without needing to refill, and then there's being able to miss a couple shots and still feeling comfy.
Yep. And that's definitely what you want to do in a race setting. Don't try to do things that you're uncomfortable with.
Absolutely.
Even if it's a little slower, it's better you be slow than risk soft locking or dying.
Yeah, it's very easy to like feel intimidated going up against an opponent who you might feel is better than you, or just feel the race nerves and try and like go for something risky that you get some of the time in practice or whatever. All right, and I believe that's go mode with refills for Saffron.
They going. Let's see if we get anything good in the back of the gauntlets here. One power bomb and one missile. Well, at least it's Ploff's missile, so that's good.
Yeah, this is going to be really close. Oh, unfortunate for Saffron there.
Both checking criteria power bombs.
Everyone has ice. Our player 2s have speed and space jump, so this could end up coming down to execution through Turian, which is one of the scarier sections in the game for execution, in my opinion.
Yep. Komaru just found bombs for Ploff in Gauntlet, so she was able to bomb off the Metroids instead of having to lay the 3 power bombs.
Yeah. This is scary for Saffron. He's going to need to lose time going back and refilling at the ship after checking Gauntlet.
Yeah. Didn't think that through. Did he? I hope he doesn't, like, I don't know, because in area rando, you will actually get a free refill at the Turian elevator, so hopefully he's not used to that. So you might have really good Metroid luck sometimes, but you're not gonna get 45 supers worth of luck.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
At least he realized it and didn't
Yeah.
go down to Turian.
At this point, Pro Gamer Girls and Komaru have a definite lead.
Yeah, I'd say they're both at least 2 minutes ahead of their counterparts. Maybe Komaru and catJAMMERS are a bit closer, but Ploff is about 2 or 3 minutes ahead of Saffron, I think.
Komaru was a little bit nerve-wracking with those supers there.
There's so many that they're just like, nah, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, and a beautiful Metroid Room 1 from Guy Average. Even without that speed, he can execute. I wonder if he's going to go for the strats that require speed here. Alright, now he remembers he doesn't have speed. Because if you do have speed, what you can do is you can fire an Ice Beam shot and a super and just get that Metroid before it's even on screen.
Saffron can go for the baby skip and save a little time. Can be a little difficult without wave beam though. Those vines get in your way. Ploff is she's gonna play it safe. She's gonna kill the Zubs and then go back and refill.
Yeah, this is interesting. This could be huge. Like I don't think it can be the difference maker at this point.
So in the multi-world format, both team members have to finish for your team to be done. So it's not like in co-op where we take the average time. So So
Yeah.
that's how you want to kind of keep looking for items to help your partner out, because if your partner can't finish, then you can't finish effectively either.
Yeah. So it's not as much of a time loss as it looks like. The only time lost is from the time it takes from Komaru leaving that refill station until Ploff gets back, basically.
Yeah. Safi looks like he's got the baby skip. Very nice.
Nicely done.
Definitely doesn't want to get grabbed with 95 E-tanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
With
good
this
point.
save here, with the save here from Ploff, it's close enough that it could still be either player's race.
Oh my gosh, this is so close, actually. Right now. Guy average, I think, caught up with his execution, and then
Okay.
it's ahead
Oh my
now.
God, Saffron, beautiful. So Saffron did not unequip screw attack, so he had to go for the down back zep skip there.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, we have 4 mother brains.
Oh my goodness, how often do you see 4 Mother Brain 2 on screen at the same time?
So really there's no advantage for... Like, there's nothing that Ploff and Komaru can really take advantage of, like no extra movement item that one has that the other doesn't. Let's see. MJ's got the rainbow first, followed by Komaru. Safi just needs to be careful about his health and damaging down, because he doesn't have Varia. Oh my gosh. I can't. I can't. I can't
This
laugh.
is so close. We have literal seconds between our player twos. If Saffron can execute Mother Brain 3 and escape better, he can take that lead here. And
Yeah.
so at this point, Ploff just needs to, like, at this point, Ploff has no clue how close this is. But like Ploff, you know, if Ploff like plays it safe, just stay in the corner, hold angle up, and shoot. You know, just don't make any mistakes, because a couple missed hyper beam shots is all it could take.
Yeah, the baby latching onto Mother Brain, I think it was only about 3 seconds of a difference.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate this. Why are they doing this to me? And then Komaru and Guy Average are about 10-ish seconds apart, but
Yeah.
again, the second player finishing is really what matters.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, so Ploff didn't do Zep Skip, Saffron did down back Zep Skip, so they still have Screw Attack on, which helps a little bit in the escape.
Yeah, that's a good point, Diva in chat. With the bottom 2 players having speed, they could actually overtake the top 2 players.
That's true, and like, if you don't have speed, then your ability to do fast wall jumps is absolutely enormous.
Yeah, speed will
And
save
Guy
like 20
can
to 30.
execute here.
Yeah, Guy's gonna steamroll through this. Oh gosh. Oh, Saffron's head dropped first, so Saffron took the lead here.
Oh my goodness. Like, this bottom race could still, like, or the race between the bottom 2 players, so to speak, could change at any moment's notice.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Yeah, and like,
I'm watching that show room, like, I can't even watch the race. Oh, Saffron! He missed the charge! Oh my gosh! Saffron!
why is...
What are you doing, Zappy? Oh, Plum is in the lead now! Oh my gosh!
he takes it back, and
Oh my god! Oh my gosh.
neither
Oh wait.
player moonfalls.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, so at this point, it looks like it is actually going to be Komaru as the last finisher. Mr. Guy Average, like, all eyes were on the bottom two players, but in the meantime, Mr. Guy Average blew through that escape, good lord, and is our first finisher with an official SRL time of 103 flat. Saffron in second place with 103.15. And Komaru in third place with 103.23. Ploff in fourth place with 103.26. Oh my goodness. What a
Holy
race.
moly. So the race effectively decided by 11 seconds. With the two teams taking very different paths, so that's extremely interesting. I don't even know where to begin with this one. That was great. That was excellent.
Yeah,
We'll see if we can
hopefully.
get them in for an interview.
Yeah, hopefully we can get them in for an interview. I can't believe this, honestly. This is insane.
I thought Saffron missing the spark was gonna lose it.
Yeah.
Because he missed
That
it
was
twice.
so-
Not just once, twice. Ah!
Oh.
I know, it's exciting. Right, so the catJAMMERS are gonna take their game one. Not a division win, but a win nonetheless. Hopefully their invites are coming out. I'll have to check.
Wow, that's. I mean, I'm honestly speechless here.
Alright, we're just working on getting them invites.
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently it's not working.
What a race, though. Like, my goodness.
Yeah, that. We all need to calm down from that one anyway.
Yeah.
You don't see a race this close generally in races where people go completely different directions, because usually that means that one side is going to get a really big item advantage, but here it just like seemed to really all balance out. I think Saffron and Guy Average their execution advantage kind of got taken away a little bit by full clearing both of their wreck ships and spending a few minutes up there. But then they really just charged ahead, especially with Saffron doing the very lower Norfair.
Yeah. God, the difference was 24 seconds between the first place and the last place finisher. The difference, and the difference between who won this race and who lost was 11 seconds. All right. And we are joined now by, it looks like all of our runners are hopping in now. GG to everyone.
GG. Saffron, I have to... Saffron, do you know how close you were to losing by missing your shine spark? Saffron!
It's the waveless baby skip that did it, alright? I had to flex with that, otherwise we wouldn't have won.
Yeah, I was expecting that we were gonna lose by like 10 full minutes. So
everyone finished within 30 seconds of each other, which makes a lot of things a lot more embarrassing.
I thought we were gonna lose by like 10 minutes because we full cleared wreck ship and there was absolutely nothing. Yeah. So I was like, we really have to like just pull through and just go like as fast as possible, skip everything, stuff like that.
Yeah. So not only did you all finish within less than 30 seconds of each other, but both teams took completely different routes through the game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So like Guy and Saffron went up Red Tower at first, and then Komaru and Ploff went down Red Tower.
Never go
Saffron
up.
Saffron did a suitless lower Norfair.
God.
That was
why?
Exactly.
It was fun. It worked out.
Saffron?
I mean, I guess you did win, so can't complain there.
I like all runs.
Yeah, you did a really good job. You didn't have any problems at all with it.
Thank you. Yeah, I felt I performed really well in that.
Yeah, I was worried that Saf was gonna die, and then I was trying to check as many items as I could before I was gonna go into Lower Norfair as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I finished, so I did Kraid and then Dragon, because I got Gravity Suit, like, I don't know, Komaru found Gravity Suit or something. And after Dragon, I went straight to LN, and I was about to go down to Ridley, and I realized I didn't have enough ammo to kill Ridley. So then I turned around and cleared Upper Norfair, literally just to find ammo. I found like 1 million super packs for Komaru, and then finally like went down and like barely got enough supers in time to not have to use missiles.
When Ploff started going right down to Lower Norfair, you might have noticed that I started picking up all the minor items that I didn't need.
Yeah, I believe there was one point at which Team Pro Gamer Girls and Komaru, I think like Ploff had 10 supers and Komaru had 50.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what happened to
so
me
dumb.
and Guy too.
Yeah, happened to us too. Yeah.
How many
fun.
did you end with?
I ended with. Oh, sorry, go.
Something 75 for me.
I had like 90.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I had a 75, 55 at the end.
Oh, okay. That's like the exact same that I had, I think.
Oh, well. It's 5 missiles and 5 supers more than you strictly need.
Yeah. Bit of a cushion there.
Yeah, which is nice, because I miss things all the time. Oh, man. What a crazy close race.
Oh, it was interesting. All 4 Mother Brain 2s were on screen at the same time. Originally, we were thinking, because like after Ploff took the save, Ploff and Saffron were almost synced up.
Yeah. I so regret taking that save now. Also, I realized halfway through shooting the Zebatites that I had Ice Beam and could have just Ice Clipped it. So...
Okay.
Like there was a lot of stuff that could have really changed the course of everything here.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting category. Komaru and I have done a lot of multi-Troid, but not very much multi-world. So
yeah, very very interesting how it differs and trying to, because you're like, oh, I'm good to go, but you have to go and get items for your partner.
Yeah, and then feel the pain when they're for the wrong person.
Yeah.
Picking up super after super after super. It's for Guy, not for me. I need it.
Yeah.
Give me it.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the credits to see where your charges could have been. I think only Check Tool and Plasma on both sides were the only things not checked.
Speedway wasn't checked on ours either.
Oh yeah, because you guys didn't have speed.
I checked. Well, yeah,
I
your
checked
waterway. Yeah, because I checked waterway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The other person.
player
Or
one's
waterway,
waterway
I mean.
was not open because neither
No
of them
speed.
had speed.
Mm-hmm.
Just do the cross product strats.
Classic. One of these days, I'm gonna find a legitimate use for the elevator CF in a rando, and then get immediately disqualified.
I don't think that qualifies as a major glitch.
I don't think it does either, but I don't know if the rules actually explicitly say one way or the other. Because generally,
I mean,
I
like,
don't think it does.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
spike
CF
sets
clip
don't.
is in logic.
Yeah.
Usually, there's
Yeah.
not a rule about a trick because
Mhm.
the trick doesn't actually save time. so if it's not gonna save time, it's probably allowed.
Yeah, I think I believe it's roughly the same rules as like the SRC leaderboards.
Hmm.
I was planning on doing G mode after I'd found X-ray. if I wasn't gonna find various routes.
Go for it, MJ.
But yeah, I can't believe you didn't backdoor Lower Norfair.
I was going to. I was close.
Well,
Oh.
GG to all runners.
Yeah, GG.
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 GG to all of you. Thank you so much for coming in and racing. This was a super exciting match. Super great way to kick off our Randomizer League Season 3. In like 30 minutes, there's a whole nother race.
Yeah, absolutely. Be sure to catch that one too.
Yep, that one will be on Speed Gaming 4. Forgotten Highway versus Vile Plumes.
Oh, that's gonna be a good matchup. And Cross Product and Tracy M on commentary.
And then Cheaty Face and Mad Ewok Herd on tracking. Cheaty Face was our tracker tonight for this race. Working really hard. It is super difficult to pay attention to all items in multi-world here.
Absolutely. Big ups to Cheaty. Big ups to Polar Bear Bunny for commentating this race with me.
Yeah, and thank you as well, Glove. I had a lot of fun with this race.
Yeah, this was great. Yeah, be sure to follow all of our runners here for putting on such a great race. Yep, follow the runners, follow the broadcast team. And I believe that's going to be everything from us today.
Yeah, everything here. Hopefully we'll see you all on Speed Gaming 4 for the next matchup in about 30 minutes that'll start. So I'm gonna sign off. Good night, everyone.
Absolutely.
Thank
All
you
right,
guys
thanks.
for comms.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you very
Thanks for
much.
doing this race.
My pleasure.
Yep. And without any further ado, we'll be signing off and we will see you next mission.